The controversy continues tonight over 4 buildings that were torn down in the city of Troy. The fire department said Monday these King Street homes were a public safety risk and they had to act quickly, but some council members think that some safety protocols were not followed. And more speaking out tonight. Brandon Lewis is live in the newsroom tonight with more on what they have to say. Brandon?
Well, Greg, there is some question about whether asbestos was inside. If it was, extra steps were needed to make sure the public was safe. Also, the next door restaurant, Bombers, remained open during demolition. Still, some residents are happy with the quick process. On Monday, the fire department placed a red square with a white X on this building, indicating it wasn't safe for firefighters to enter if a fire took place. The chief deemed the buildings so dangerous they needed to be torn down, and with the owner's permission and funding, they were hours later. What do you think was at play here?
I think they wanted the building down. I believe that the city engineer, who was doing his due diligence and takes his time on things, they weren't happy with that, so they waited for him to go away and they sent the fire chief to go in and he did. There was no asbestos abatement, no nothing.
McGrath also questions the decision to keep Bombers Burrito Bar open during the demo and says the city may have faced a lawsuit if something went wrong.
What happened if the guy with the crane just happened to bump that wall and the wall went down with 100 people inside it?
Not everyone is upset about the city's rapid response to levy these 4 buildings. Some say it was needed, given it's one of the first things visitors see as they come off the Green Island Bridge.
I'm happy that the city tears down buildings pretty quickly. I know that there are other abandoned buildings that I would like to see torn down as quickly as this one was torn down. I'd like to see some new businesses come in.
McGrath says he also supports quick demo of problem buildings, but it needs to be done the right way.
By Commissioner Dunn knowing full well there was asbestos in the building and then doing it, now that was a blatant show of neglect.
Now, typically when a building is deemed a hazard, the owner gets a hearing and steps are taken. In this case, the owner just agreed. Now, still, with all these raised eyebrows here, the State Labor Department is investigating because if steps weren't taken to remove the asbestos, it means workers were in danger. The Public Safety Committee of the City Council is set to discuss this during their meeting next week. Live in the newsroom, Brandon Lewis, CBS 6 News.